Welcome everybody to Glacier Peak High School in Snohomish, Washington. It's girls prep basketball tonight. Got some shenanigans going on. Scott Ohsman, Ron Henthorn, again, Glacier Peak welcoming in the Kamiak Knights, and both atop the division. The Kamiak Knights coming in 6-3 overall, but they are 3-0 in division conference play here in 4A Wesco. Glacier Peak 9-1. Glacier Peak here in the conference undefeated, so something's got to give, Ron Henthorn.
It definitely has to be given the conference, Scott. I mean, undefeated in the conference, that's a big thing for both these schools, so we'll see what happens. And, you know, Glacier Peak is a strong team and scoring quite a few points per game, but on a game basis comparison like you do when you're looking at a horse race or something.
Yeah. Down at the track.
Down at the track. They both played Stanwood, and they both lost. And Stanwood only beat Kamiak 58-46. So they put a strong showing up against Stanwood, and that tells me that they got the ability to put a strong showing up against Glacier Peak tonight. So that's kind of what I'm looking for, a good, strong game tonight.
Well, you'll see the RPI. The first RPI came out last week. Kamiak Knights at 16, and the Glacier Peak Grizzlies girls, they came out at 4th. Definitely a predominant team, obviously led by the three stars, Paisley Johnson, Sam Fatkin, and Kayla Watkins. Watkins leading most of the scoring coming into tonight. But they have some great supporting cast players in Josephitis and many others.
They are, yeah. Kayla averaging 17 points per game with 10 assists or 10 rebounds for the game here tonight. Paisley Johnson averaging 14.7 and Samantha averaging 16 points per game. So that's their rundown, you know. So
all the stars are out tonight. Friday night hoops inside. You're seeing the starting lineups. There's Paisley Johnson and number 4 for the Knights. And Morris.
5'10" guard senior, number 5. Sammy.
Alexi Morris, the senior. Sammy Fatkin coming out. If you haven't heard, you lived under a rock. She's going to University of Arizona. Paisley heading to BYU next year. And we'll see another future Wildcat coming out, Kayla Watkins. There's number 14, Brunner.
She's a Wildcat, but not the same Wildcat.
That's true. Payne, you saw coming out, number 5 for Kamiak. She is the leading scorer for the Knights. Sarah averaging just over 12 a game.
You ought to explain those little Wildcat stories you tell, you know. The different packs.
That's right. Speaking of the devil here, Kayla Watkins, the senior. She heading to Weber State, the Wildcats of Weber State. Also, Paisley Johnson, University of Arizona, the Wildcats bear down. So 2 future Wildcats.
Junior number 33.
And there's the junior 33, Abby Josephitis. Not only a great player, but a fun name to say, Ron.
It's always fun to say Abby. We're looking for a good game here tonight, Scott, so we'll stand up and take a look at that national anthem right now.
We'll be back with the tip-off right after this. Speedway Chevrolet presenting high school basketball on STSPN.
Did you know that Speedway Chevrolet is part of the Lee Johnson Auto family? That means 84 years of serving you the LJ way. Need a truck? We have the perfect truck to fit your needs. Half tons, 1 ton, 2-wheel drives, and 4-wheel drives. Our finance specialists are here to help you, whether you have good credit or bad credit. We're just off Highway 522 at West Main Street in Monroe.
Lee Johnson Auto Family, the LJ way.
When you shop at Ace Hardware in Lake Stevens, you not only find what you need, we make sure you get the help you need too. Hi, this is Gray Eaglestead, and I own Lake Stevens Ace Hardware with my wife Christine.
We'll greet you at the door and answer any questions you have about what you need. We're all about serving our customers and our community.
We support local high school sports and many other Lake Stevens organizations and events throughout the year.
So the next time you need something for that job around the house and a little friendly advice, come see us.
Ace Hardware in Lake Stevens, we are the helpful hardware folks.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware folks.
Remember the heat last spring and summer? GNS Heating, Cooling, and Electric can add AC to most existing furnaces, and typically with a one-day install. From repairing electric or HVAC problems to installations, GNS Heating, Cooling, and Electric is your Snohomish and North King County premier Lennox dealer. Contact GNS now for a free estimate and mention this ad to receive up to $1,700 in cash rebates when you purchase a Lennox air conditioning system. So why wait? 425-341-0759 or visit gsheating.com. Want the best? Call GNS.
Back here, our PA announcer, Bob Blair, always does an awesome job tonight. It's good to be back, and thank you to GNS Heating and Cooling. I tell you, it is cold outside for us little Pacific Northwesterners, around 28, 29 degrees here, and GNS Heating and Cooling, I can imagine their phones are ringing.
I imagine they're busy for sure, but it's warm in here tonight, and then it gets even hotter when this ball game gets started.
See, hopefully we'll get the interview with head coach for Glacier Peak, Brian Hill, as his kids went down over the holidays to San Diego. I know they've already been on STSPN since that, a big win with Mount Vernon, and another win. And see if you can put that interview up here real quick. It was a tough one there for the Bulldogs, Mount Vernon, a big win, 53-18, as we get ready here to tip. Kayla Watkins easily to Zapidis, and Sammy Fatkin out front, the future
Welcome
Arizona
to Glacier
Wildcat.
Peak High School here, head coach, Mr. Hunter. How are you tonight?
Kayla does what she does all.
So 5-0, you're meeting again, but it doesn't matter what the numbers are, right? Because it's Glacier Peak, Jackson.
Yeah, it should be great. I know they get up for us, and our kids get up for them. Schools are so close together. It's a great rivalry. It's been fun.
Now you've had kind of like an NBA week. Both teams coming in tonight, third in the week, right? Because of the snow day. Any concern for any of that fatigue?
Not really. You know, they're high school kids. They're 16, 17 years old.
That was Brian Hunter. Whoops.
Did I say Hunter?
No, I played the wrong one.
Oh, I guess you played the wrong Brian.
Yeah.
Played Hunter instead of Hill there.
And that wasn't anything to do with the night, I'm sure.
Meanwhile, back here, there's a shot missed. Here comes Paisley Johnson out to Fatkin. Watkins hit one free throw. Nice little floater.
By number 5, Sammy Fatkin.
And here come the press for the Knights, already putting it on. Morris gets it across, almost over and back, but there's an errant pass there. Just need to calm down. There's Sarah Payne.
That's first turnover for Kamiak tonight. Glacier Peak has been averaging 12 turnovers per game, and they got to get that cut down if they're going to keep going strong into the season, deep into the season. Paisley for three from the corner.
A whistle on the rebound is going to go, I think, against Watkins, Ron.
Yeah, I think so.
Fouls on number 12, Kayla Watkins, her first, team's first.
Teams first. Opening quarter here. Great Wesco girls basketball 4A. Glacier Peak, the first year in 4A tonight. Kamiak Knights both undefeated.
Turnover.
And that's going to be an over and back as she's trying to get the ball to Marrero.
Backcourt violation, Glacier Peak basketball.
Full court press for Glacier Peak here is kind of getting these Kamiak girls a little bit flustered out there, bringing the ball down. See if they can catch it better next time.
3-0. Glacier Peak, glad you're with us here on STSPN. Tried to go inside. Good denial, but it jumps off to Josephitis. Now to Watkins with the right off the glass.
Number 12, Kayla Watkins.
Here's the press. Hugan in there. Good job to get rid of it. Now they get it across. Payne.
Now they're getting a loose ball in
And
there.
Huganen takes a nice run through the paint there. And Kamiak's on the board with 6:14 left in the first quarter. Kayla. Pass to herself. That's how you stuff the stats, Ron.
Shoot, get the rebound, shoot again. always works good. Keep shooting.
Morris gets it up to the front court. Now Huguenin. Morris thinks about it. The Knights head coach Brian Norman. 11 on the shot clock. Deep three. That one too much. Rebound Johnson. Paisley. Great pass. Fatkins to Watkins. Tic-tac-toe. And speaking of head coach Brian Norman, he'll take a timeout. And so will we. Speedway Chevrolet presentation to Wesco 4A basketball on STSPN.
And if you look over there at the band, there is somebody.
We'll go to the interview.
Deliver your food to you. He's waving his hand up there. If you find him, he will actually deliver your food to you.
Another great team, and they were shorthanded in those and were competitive, so tonight should be a good game.
Big question is, you went down to San Diego, right? You took that tournament, right?
Yes.
But more importantly, did you go down? Did Danette and the kids go down? I want to know really what happened off the court. Did you get to have some relaxation?
Well, a little bit. It was all business for us, but no, the wife and kids stayed home. I just brought the girls, and we went and took care of business.
Hey, a good tournament. Do you feel like they grew, they learned something? It was a great atmosphere for them?
You know, it's great to get away and just be together as a team for a long time, and we were down there for 5.5 days, so that's a long time to team build, and we played some great teams, and we took care of business, came back with a championship, so that was nice.
All right, kids playing well. Good luck.
Back here you see Brian Hill trying to give him a hard time for leaving his wife and kids in here while he went to San Diego, Ron, but he's enjoying this season so far. And why you watch that?
They were playing basketball.
They were playing basketball. Fatkins on a fast break, got a bucket. 11-4 Glacier Peak, 4:56 left in the first quarter.
And just before we left, Kayla got that bucket off an assist from Sam, and Kayla just gave Paisley another assist, and Paisley gets two there.
Right back at you.
Johnson.
But Fatkins averaging 6.5 assists per game, and that is fantastic for that young lady.
The three seniors, Fatkins, Johnson, and Watkins. One of the strongest trios the Wesco has seen in quite some time, and they have lots of experience, and they hope to go deep.
They've been playing together for 40 years.
It feels like it. There was Sarah Payne. She is usually good from outside the arc. Here comes Paisley Johnson, one-handed to Josephitis. Great save. Can't get there. New in the ball game is Jensen. And Nicole Jensen been putting some good time on the floor this year so far.
She has. She's coming up really strong. She's going to be a strong player for him again next year, too.
The 5'7" junior. The Knights here in the purple. Kamiak, good defense. Nowhere to go there on Huguenin, and she just tries to get rid of it. And see the frustration as the turnover on Kamiak. 13-4 Glacier Peak.
I got Kamiak for 4 turnovers already, and it's just 4 minutes still left to go in this first period. So
that's what the Grizzlies want to do. They want to turn you over as quick as they can. Watkins down low. Now she's trying to get some space. This time she turns it over. She hits the deck.
Yeah.
Here come the Knights.
Airball.
Runner can't find it. Huguin in there for the rebound, up and in.
Basket by number 21, Kate Huguenin.
Huguenin, 11.8 average per game. Fatkins stays inbounds. There's Paisley from 3.
Basket by number 3, Paisley Johnson.
5 on the early going for PJ.
3:28 left.
Payne. She can inflict some pain. Not this time. Here is Josephitis getting heavily guarded by Marrero. Fatkins.
Oh, yeah.
So good. Those little spot-up running right-handers from inside, all around the hoop there, Ron.
Yeah, that's the best way if she can play basketball. Because early on, she kind of like tried to drive in there a little harder and get fouled and go to the free throw line, but it's so much better to get that jump shot up there.
Did you know that Speedway Chevrolet is part of the Lee Johnson Auto family? That means 84 years of serving you the LJ way. Need a truck? We have the perfect truck to fit your needs. Half tons, 1 ton, 2-wheel drives, and 4-wheel drives. Our finance specialists are here to help you, whether you have good credit or bad credit. We're just off Highway 522 at West Main Street in Monroe.
Lee Johnson Auto Family, the LJ way.
You can buy your tickets from any member.
Scott Ohsman, Ron, the Wedge Headthorn here. Have a special guest. It's Throwback Friday night here. We'll tease you a little bit. Huguenin from way down. This one too much. Fatkin with the rebound. Good to see this person in the gym. Nice pass, and she's hammered as she goes up. As McFadden will head to the charity stripe.
McFadden, one of her few shots of the game, and she got clobbered down there.
Going to the line to shoot.
Foul is going to go on Sarah Payne, her first. Maya, nothing but net on that one. Maya also part of the supporting cast here for Glacier Peak. It's the other one.
Well done, Maya. I told her mom Wednesday night I wanted her to do something I could talk about on the air tonight, so she's already done it for me.
I like it. Huguenin, who's leading all scorers here tonight for the Knights. Nice work without the basketball, trying to get an open look. Marrero out top. 2:36, and that is what has plagued them in the first quarter, another Knight turnover.
Not only is Huguenin their lead scorer, she's their only scorer. She's got all 6 of their points tonight as we're looking at a 20-6 ball game with 2:30 left to go here in this first period.
Ron talked about in the open, they played Stanwood, the only loss for Glacier Peak this year, the first game of the year. There's a deep three by number 13, Guerra. And Guerra has come in with some meaningful minutes, and she can hit it from outside.
She can. You know, the three-pointers out there with Guerra can hit them, Fatkin can hit them, even Kayla Watkin hits them from outside, Paisley hits them outside. These kids all like to shoot from outside.
That is really the game. Jamie Byrne steps to the line. She makes the first. Soccer star in her own right for the Knights. See who that foul was against, Ron. She misses the second. Kayla Watkins with the rebound. Nonetheless, 3 fouls so far on Glacier Peak. And referee.
Into the game for Kamiak, number 2, Hunter.
I guess they didn't let the subs in, so they start over again. But that foul was on Maya McFadden on the previous shot there. They finally put it up on the board so we can see it.
Thank you.
And they finally put the score up too, so it's 23-7.
Watkins.
Wake up the score on that table down there.
Watkins takes a seat, well deserved. For Glacier Peak, also a substitution for Kamiak. Paisley Johnson with the ball right now out front, and here is Maya McFadden.
Ooh.
Gets it back. 7 on the shot clock. Got to do something. Fatkins. Not this time. Huguenin. And that should be possession Kamiak anyway. And here come the Knights. Jamie Byrne.
Nice little move by Jamie. Just didn't quite have the final touch right there at the end.
Possession area, Kamiak.
And they're going to give it the possession, a jump ball there, and it goes to the Knights.
We call those a non-jump ball.
I like that.
Into the game for Glacier Peak, number 33.
Joseph Pitus comes back in, gives Paisley a breather. And Hunter Byrne in the game there, taking the ball out, gets it to her sister. Bounce pass goes everywhere. There's Fatkin, Guerra. And Fatkin gets it again. This time she can't finish. Gets it back to Gara. Sad under there underneath. Fatkins, boy, oh boy. They took a few runs at it, Ron.
They did.
What happened?
First, team's third.
Got a foul there called on Kamiak. Not sure why they missed all those shots, but they sure did.
Josephitis out front. Samantha Fatkins. Had the pleasure to watch her since she was, what, in 4th, 5th grade. Here's Josephitis for 3, nails it.
Three-point basket by number 33, Abby Josephitis.
Just under 50 seconds in the first quarter. 26-7, Glacier Peak jumping all over the Kamiak Knights. Playing for first place in the Wesco 4A. Alexander in the ball game gets it off to Huguenin. This one off the rim, and here come the Grizzlies one more time. McFadden. Now Kamiak stretching the defense. 19 seconds on the game clock, 12 on the shot clock. McFadden sets the pick. Fatkins thinks about it, looking for somebody to move. Back to McFadden now. 3 on the shot clock. Turnaround jumper. Not going. Payne way up in the air was Sarah, and she got fouled. Good hustle play, but they're.
Maya McFadden gets on the scoreboard again.
Maya McFadden, her second, team's 4th.
See if they can get a shot off. 2.6 seconds left in the first quarter.
26-7. It's kind of a runaway so far for the Glacier Peak Grizzlies here.
Burn. Not quite enough mustard. After one, 26-7. More to come after this. Back here live at Glacier Peak High School. Scott Ohsman alongside Ron the Wedge Henthorn, and Kamiak. They got to get their star players. Sarah Payne averaging 12 plus. Katie Huguenin, she's the leading and one of the only scorers here tonight for Kamiak. Haven't seen much from Marrero, who averages just under 7. They got to get some kids going. They looked uncomfortable, and that's what Glacier Peak will do to you, Ron.
They did. They'll be right in your face with that full court press, and got a lane violation there, I think, against Kayla. So there's another turnover for the Glacier Peak Grizzlies, which they didn't need.
Trying to go to number 11. We talked about her, Jensen, the junior. Nicole getting some meaningful minutes. Here's Kamiak out front. Jamie Byrne takes drives to the rack. Good defense there. Here comes Nicole.
Nicole doing a good job running the ball down there.
Great feed down low to Kayla Watkins, and that's how she has such a high shooting percentage. She's got 8 so far in this one.
She definitely has a height advantage too down there.
Huguenin goes deep one more time. The assist attempt there by Jamie Byrne, and Jamie's trying to get him going. Fatkin from 3.
She's feeling it. Not quite.
Watkins with an easy rebound, but once she took it down amongst
you got to bring
the
it
shorter players.
Yeah, you got to keep it up in the top of the trees. You bring it down in the branches, where they're going to climb all over it.
Got to keep that ball high. Hunter Byrne Bringing it in, the sophomore, her older sister, Jamie. Good experience for them. There's Opstrup in the ball game, number 10. Lead got him a Marrero, but there's Josephitis going, pushing. Fatkin, what a beauty!
That's a highlight reel Fibersol one.
10 points for Sam Fatkin.
Kamiak does not have an answer for that fast break. They just can't cover it.
Marrero deep, that's off the glass. Here comes Kayla, pushing always, signs Fatkin. That one just a little bit too much sauce. It'll go back to Kamiak.
Give that the turnover category there. It was a nice try, though.
Todd Elvig, the 5-tool player, spinning the dials, working the camera. Didn't even bring his extra arm tonight, Ron, and he's doing it all.
Doing it one-armed? He's not a one-armed bandit, is he?
He's got two, but sometimes it feels like he has more. He's eating almonds, running the camera, doing the score, making sure the interwebs are working. The Knights looking for something. There's Hunter Byrne out front. Opstrup with it. Back out to Morris. Morris, who started the ball game. Hunter will take her try. Back rim, and there's just a frustration foul.
Yeah.
For
number 10,
Tasha Opstrup.
Her first, team's fourth.
Her first, the team's fourth.
A little shout out there for the Stripes tonight there. We got Robert Polk out there running the show for the Stripe shirts, along with Jeff McClellan and Dwayne Taylor tonight.
Robert Polk,
Robert Polk is the head tallest guy on the floor down there.
The athletic director for, is it the Everett School District, the whole kit and caboodle? He is working double time here. He's doing a great job. Kayla Watkins, she is quadrupled, triple, double, takes it on anyway. And the foul
before the shot.
Is before the shot. Boy, tough cover there, and Kayla Watkins.
Fouls on number 10, Tasha Opstrup, her second.
Opstrup, the second foul for her, and Sam Fatkin with the ball out of bounds for Glacier Peak with a 37 lead here. 5:14 left in the first half. Into Paisley. Paisley. Oh, and a good rebound there by Hunter Byrne, and she just loses it out of bounds. And that's kind of how it's been going here for the Kamiak Knights.
Yeah. Kayla's got to be able to feel those three people on her down there. So if she's got three on her, there's two other girls that don't have anybody on them. So they got to be looking around for that.
Josephitis. Kayla with a big rebound goes back up. And that's tied up between Hunter and Paisley. And
held ball, possession arrow, Kamiak.
That's going to go Kamiak's way. All kinds of coverage on STSPN of Wesco 4A and Wesco 3A hoops all the way through districts, and you just never know, Ron Henthorn, when you're going to flip on the old STSPN.com and see hoops. Some
hoops.
High school ball.
Might even see you.
You might. Deep from Morris.
They just can't buy a basket on those shots out there. Another long three. That looks good. Not quite, though.
So some breaking news.
That's Todd Elvig, everybody.
This is the 5-tool player. Breaking news says that Tom Lafferty and STSPN will be doing the finals for districts wrestling here at Glacier Peak on February 3rd.
Really?
I believe it's February 1st or 3rd.
Fantastic. Opstrup there with
whatever the Saturday is.
Yes, with the lone three there to bring the deficit to 20 with 4:06 left. So wrestling going to be back on the airwaves here for STSPN.
The finals, districts.
The finals, that's it.
Get it going.
And do you know who he's going to have with him?
I believe, I don't know.
Bill Kusler, he's versatile. He can do it all. Basketball, football, wrestling.
Yeah, Kusler is very versatile. And he knows what he's talking about. they're going to do a game on January 27th, a Monroe game, and he's bringing with Ashley. Gosh, I wish I had the information in front of me, but
that's okay.
Yeah,
we'll give you partial credit.
Partial credit.
We'll give you credit for thinking about having the data in front of you.
The band here tonight.
This is a great band out here tonight. Glacier Peak's got one of the better bands in the high schools around the area here, and they do bang it up with lots of drums and lots of horns out there.
Well, the anticipation, everybody on the edge of their seat at halftime, we're going to bring in everybody's, one of the favorites, David Kruger, formerly of the Everett Herald Prep Sports, built that place practically, and now doing some work for all kinds of people. Paisley Johnson from 3, and she drills it. Almost routine there for PJ. Second tonight from 3-land. 8 points for Johnson, but David Kruger coming up at halftime doing the game, covering it for the Seattle Times tonight. He's a hired gun now, Ron Henthorn.
He is. Famous, though. Famous hired gun.
Yes, he is. Morris out front. Marrero. I'd get it back to Obstrup, to get another 3 up there.
Out of bounds, Kamiak basketball.
Kamiak will get possession. A couple substitutions. Guerra comes in, and McFadden comes in. Jensen will take a seat along with Josephitis. Marrero with the ball for the Knights out of bounds. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Hunter.
Airballs it.
Ball out of bounds, Glacier Peak basketball.
We call those a turnover? Pretty much.
That is a turnover.
Yeah. Don't like to have those kind of turnovers.
Number 5.
The boys, Glacier Peak boys in action tonight at Kamiak. That should be an interesting matchup.
Yeah, we have anybody going to feed that to us or not?
I'm looking on the Twitter sphere right now, and we'll check in with Mr. Kruger, who has a farther reach than I, to see if we can get a score. 33-10 here. Glacier Peak been in control from the opening tip-off, and they're going to call Sam for an offensive foul. Speaking of the devil, Robert Polk lights her up, and then it'll go Kamiak ball.
Her first, team's 5th.
Her first foul tonight, team's 5th. Both have 5.
A light little bump by the shoulder as she dribbled by her there.
She's been doing that since she was in 4th grade, I think.
Oh, I think so. we might have taught that to her.
Morris on the drive, double team, what a rejection. The weak side help from the Grizzlies.
Paisley bringing it up fast. Kayla's wide open. And
great job there by Payne to anticipate. Here comes Kamiak, Huguenin. Marrero goes under the bucket. Pretty spin right off the glass.
Aaliyah Marrero.
First 2 for Marrero.
Kamiak Knights seem to be settling down a little bit here, a little less panicky looking as they move the ball closer in.
Kara, though, they can't settle that.
Number 13, Michaela.
Was that another 3?
That's another 3. All I see is 3.
Wow.
35-12, 2:04 left in the first half. Stay tuned for our halftime show. Huguenin gets the roll.
Number 21. Kate.
8 points for her in the 14-point effort here for Kamiak. So league and division play starting to heat up. Ron Henthorn. Paisley fakes it. Can't get it, gets the own rebound. She says, no, I'm getting that one. Thank you, Kayla. You can just stay put.
She didn't like missing that.
No.
She wanted that back.
Morris out front, out top now. Bruner, tallest player there on the Kamiak Knights. Here's Marrero for 3. That one finds its way.
By number 30, Aaliyah Marrero.
And Marrero giving a little something here with 1:08 left in the first half. 37-17. Fatkins, can she answer? Not this time. Paisley with the rebound. Tries to go under to Watkins. There's for Fatkins.
Oh.
Rebounds galore. Here comes Huguenin.
Take it.
Bruner
Brunner shoots with a left hand. Did you know that?
I saw that. I like that. Just a junior, but she's 5'10", listed on the tallest players there for Kamiak Knights.
She looks more, she's more than 5'10" to me.
She does. Morera with a nice move, but she cannot get the finish.
And
Kayla, and Morera's frustrated, and she tried to get the ball back. We've all been there, and Polk had to do what he had to do.
Gave her a couple hits and then had to go for it.
Oh, and he calls the foul on Watkins.
Oh, he did? I already marked her down for it. Must have.
Second on Kayla. And that's the one thing as they go deeper into district play and even into the playoffs. That's something I know last year at the end of the season, Ron, you were there, I was there.
Yeah.
You get Watkins in foul trouble, and it just changes the whole dynamic of this team.
It does a lot, yeah. As she gets set down when Georgia Syed comes in and take her place for a moment here.
Payne outside, nice work there in the key.
Nice board by Maya McFadden there. She brings the ball out.
Finds Guerra. Glacier Peak, rarely been tested this year. Paisley, what a pass. And I know she's, sorry, Sayed couldn't finish that one. That was a
nice little
sweet little dish.
Yeah.
Johnson, her first, team 7th.
They call the foul on Pays.
7th team foul for the Grizzlies as puts Kamiak on the line here now.
16 seconds till half. Paisley didn't get that one.
Didn't.
Fatkin, 7 seconds. Sammy.
Do it by herself.
Oh, the over, the up, the in!
One-on-one to end the half. 39-17.
Here you see it one more time, right through the cup, and that's where we'll sit at halftime. 39-17, Glacier Peak. Stay with us. David Kruger and more on STSPN.
Did you know that Speedway Chevrolet is part of the Lee Johnson Auto family? That means 84 years of serving you the LJ way. Need a truck? We have the perfect truck to fit your needs. Half tons, 1 ton, 2-wheel drives, and 4-wheel drives. Our finance specialists are here to help you, whether you have good credit or bad credit. We're just off Highway 522 at West Main Street in Monroe.
Lee Johnson Auto Family, the LJ way.
Halftime here from Glacier Peak. We got the band playing. It's Friday Night Hoops. Our special guest, David Kruger from the Seattle Times tonight. David, how are you? God, this just feels comfortable, doesn't it, having you back here?
I miss this. I miss you guys. It's good to be back.
I got a lone tear right now.
Good to be back where it's warm, David.
That's true. I just have to be indoors anywhere at this point in time.
Do you still know your way up north here? Can you make your way around?
Yeah, I took one wrong turn today, but I was able to figure it out after a few wrong turns.
So enough about basketball. I mean, how are you? What's going on? I mean, what have you been up to?
Not much. Just freelancing a little bit for the Times, looking for other work stuff, and just kind of got to a few games just to hang out and watch some football, and been to a couple basketball games. I miss it and have some withdrawals. Not as many as you and Steve, obviously, but it's fun to get back out in the court and see some familiar faces and talk to some old friends.
Speaking of the Wesco mayors, Steve Willits, although he's expanding his boundary now, he's doing Metro ball. I mean, I can't call him the mayor of Wesco anymore.
He's just Mr. High School Sports.
Yeah, he is.
Where there's any event going on, he will be there. He will be either announcing or broadcasting or interviewing somebody.
As you see the Twitter sphere at the bottom of your screen, you're seeing Kruger, and you can follow him at Kruger_David. So, blowouts. You prefer blowouts? Are you on a streak or something?
Yeah. So the Nathan Joyce, the Times prep guy, gives me a little bit of grief because about 90% of the games that I cover tend to have a running clock. This one's well on its way to a running clock. So yeah, I mean, as a reporter, it's nice because the game gets over sooner and I get my story in faster. But in terms of drama and that it's not ideal. But I've gotten a reputation as having blowouts. Yeah.
Well, we had that running clock Wednesday night down here at Glacier Peak, and I was home in bed by 9 o'clock, man.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's great, isn't it? Yeah. The game's over, you can go home. Yeah.
So let's talk about this team. Glacier Peak, RPI comes out fourth. They've been ranked all year and even preseason, David. This is your first time live to see this version, the 2017 version. What's your initial perception here of this team?
I think they're as good as advertised. Mentioned the WIA's came out this morning, the first one, and they were up there at 4. Kamiak was 17. Lake Stevens is also in the 4A with 6 for the girls. But yeah, GP looks like a top team in the state right now. The defense is just getting Kamiak, who's a strong team that's undefeated in the league. And they got that senior trio of Fatkin and Watkins and Paisley. So they've been playing it since they were freshmen, and they've been getting minutes and been to state and everything. It almost doesn't seem fair for these other teams now that at least they're finally going to be graduated and someone else might have a chance. But I think that they're the team to beat for now that they're up there.
And then and they've had some great players in the past, don't get me wrong, as they've made their way through. Yeah. But then you have Guerra, who's just got veins of ice from three-ball land, who's the youngsters coming in, Jensen. These kids, McFadden, are getting meaningful minutes, and that could prove very costly for other opponents later on.
Yeah, I'm not even going to try to pronounce number 33's name, but
Josephitis.
Yeah,
let's practice together.
No, I want to embarrass myself.
You can go, Abby.
Abby, yeah.
AJ.
Just another one that's just, I mean, their depth, like you mentioned, they got 3 or 4 people on the bench who'd be starters probably on any other team in Wesco.
No question about it.
And their defense and the pressure they're able to just rotate, be 6 or 7 deep, and that just wears the team down. I mean, Kamiak has, I think, 5 players on the bench. Glacier Peak has 7 or 8. So just the depth that they have really probably wears teams down more than anything too.
I'd be remiss quickly. Let's talk about just overall the youth sports. I think it's interesting. You come off the Archbishop football scenario where they were getting forfeits and whatnot, and a lot of talk about recruiting in high school, all these kind of things. But I want to talk. You can't Nathan Hale on the boys' side. I mean, come on now. What are we doing out there?
You want to talk about unfair? That's a good example. But no, I mean, and that's one of those things where it seems legit. I mean, the kid's dad's a coach at UW. Michael Porter Sr. is a coach at UW. So the family had to move out.
What's your come on, David? What's your opinion? What is your opinion, and what's the solution for youth sports? As Ron Henthorne is talking to Brent Johnson, now official statistician.
Michael Porter to come to GP? Was that your dream scenario where Porter comes to Glacier Peak and plays?
No. I'm saying overall, it's a problem in high school youth sports, and it starts even before high school, and then we could roll this into University of Washington and the dilemma of all dilemmas. And Calkins had a great article, I thought, in the Times about, yes, it's easy to say Romar should go, but it's not that simple.
Yeah, I mean, it is tough. And you mentioned, football has happened a lot more in recent years. A few years ago in basketball, you go to Tacoma, and these kids were on different teams every single year. I think it was a train Isabel that put on 3 different teams in 4 years, and it's just, it is. It's a little bit ridiculous.
And come on, Rainier's been doing it for years. You can't look around and say, oh, nothing's happening, nothing's going on. We're working on the clock here, starting the second half. David Kruger, our guest here, formerly from the Everett Herald, but now doing Seattle Times. You're doing other stuff as well. You're still getting some work from all over the country, and
a little bit. Yeah, I wander around a little bit. Try and meet up with Steve once in a while. See how he's doing. He's always at a game, so he's never has time to hang out.
And do you get to see your old partner in crime there, Aaron Lammers? He's doing a lot of stuff to Tacoma News Tribune, Seattle Times.
He's had a great story on Shorewood basketball and what's his name? I'm like blanking. Blake Snell, the pitcher for Tampa. Who's
that got some good. That got a lead sports positioning there.
Yeah, it's a really cool story. I mean, Major League Baseball player coming back to help coach Shorewood boys basketball team is alma mater, and kind of a cool thing to happen in the house.
But as David knows, Ron, not every time. I do get 3 papers. I'm still that guy.
You're the guy.
That's good.
I still
read all the high school sports.
I do.
Why not 4? Why not 4 papers?
Well, I'm working on the Post. I might get the Washington Post, but I do text you a picture of David's articles in the Seattle Times. I'm like your dad or mom does that.
I appreciate that, because I'm pretty sure I go up buy one too, so I better buy 2 or 3 of the same paper.
David, if you have to work, you can do that, but you're more than welcome to just hang out, because we got 8 minutes in this third quarter, 39-17, although Ron is questioning the scoring.
Well, we figured it out.
I think we figured it out.
We figured it out, yeah. We had Michaela for 2 3-pointers and only had one of the 3-pointers, so
okay.
The scoreboard is correct.
As we're back, Glacier Peak, there's Paisley Johnson. She was 2 for 4 from outside from 3-land in the first half, as we have our official statistician who he just learned he was hired for no pay, of course, but Brent Johnson, the father of Paisley Johnson, who's taking stats, is Huguenin having trouble there on the ground, and it's a pinball down there.
I was about to say the same thing. It looked like a pinball going on, so.
David's got to go. Oh, hey, now. We got to turn his mic off before he puts it down. David's got to go actually right.
Has to keep track of the game.
He loves Josephitis. He loves these names that have like 16 letters in them.
It only took me 2 years to learn Josephitis' name, so I can understand that.
Marrero from 3. She hit a couple there at the end. And quickly, this is what you see with Glacier Peak. If you haven't seen them, they just push constantly. Josephitis on cue.
Basket by number 33, Abby Josephitis.
And Sam Patkin starts it all. She had 6 assists in the first half. Here comes Kamiak Knights in pain. And the 3 is not falling for the Knights.
There they are.
Oh, that one thought it was Kayla, but it might have been Sam.
They were both right there. They were both open, too.
Difficult when you throw the alley up to 2 players.
Glacier Peak's coming out running again, not doing the full court press, but picking them up at midcourt here, trying to give them a little pressure.
Want to thank David Kruger for joining us. Scott Ohsman, Ron the Wedge Henthorn here is, again, this shot is rebounded and quickly fast break. And there is a trailing Paisley Johnson. It's just pretty basketball, Ron Henthorn. Old school, baby.
It's old school. Run and gun, shoot.
And Brian, or check that, I'm sorry, yes, Brian Norman. We have Brian Hill and Brian Norman tonight. Brian Norman wants to call a timeout, and we'll take a Speedy Chevrolet timeout right now.
Know that Speedway Chevrolet is part of the Lee Johnson Auto family? That means 84 years of serving you the LJ way. Need a truck? We have the perfect truck to fit your needs. Half tons, 1 ton, 2-wheel drives, and 4-wheel drives. Our finance specialists are here to help you, whether you have good credit or bad credit. We're just off Highway 522 at West Main Street in Monroe.
Lee Johnson Auto Family, the LJ way.
Buffalo Square Dental, Silver Lake.
Back here at Glacier Peak High School in Snohomish. It's cold outside, and the shooting for the Kamiak Knights, Ron Henthorn, very cold.
Very cold inside. Turnovers not helping them either. They had like 7 or 8 turnovers in the first half alone. And I got Glacier Peak for 4. I never did check officially to see what they had, but at least 4.
Sarah Payne tries from 3 there. She's a good outside shooter. Fatkins with the ball back out to Josephitis. Inside to Paisley. Right over to Watkins. Once, twice. Yes.
Rebound in a basket by number 12, Kayla Watkins.
7 for Kayla Watkins. I tell you, the trio doing a lot of damage tonight.
Yeah, that's what height they'll do for you under the basket, though.
Sarah with a nice move in the paint. but they're going to get a whistle
on somebody.
We'll see who it is.
One.
Fouls on number 11, Nicole Jensen, her first.
Nicole.
First of the second half. Going to the line to shoot 2 for Kamiak. Number 5, Sarah Payne.
Glacier Peak, Monday, going to take Lake Stevens on. Is that right? Oh, no, that's Kamiak's schedule in front of me. Sarah Payne hits that. Got to move the paperwork around. She gets both of them. Maybe that'll get her started here. They check another 4A foe, though, Monroe, at Monroe High School. That's going to be on next Wednesday.
Kayla driving hard to the basket. Rebound by Paisley shot. Kayla shot. Got fouled on that one.
And that's what is so frustrating for Brian Norman, the Kamiak coach. It's the offensive and defensive glass. They just cannot get the rebounds.
They can't. They didn't get the far side on a block out for Paisley, and then Kayla just had too much height for them to get the ball on this side. So.
Number 12, Kayla.
And she nails that first one. Pretty high percentage free throw shooter as well.
Absolutely always has been. Carolyn Brunner there, the foul, her second, as Kayla hits both of those. 9 for Watkins so far tonight. Marrero stopped. Gets it to Sarah Payne, doubled. She gets out of that. Now wide open, Kamiak Knight underneath. It's Huguenin.
21.
Great look there by the Knights to break the press. And Payne ties up Watkins as she's going up, and she'll head right back to the free throw line.
Fouls on number 5, Sarah Payne, her second.
Second on Payne tonight.
No shooting foul. Inbound.
Oh, that was not a shooting foul. Jensen.
For 3.
Boy, oh boy.
That's part of your future team next year.
I tell you.
You can hit the 3.
You get them all going. Jensen's got a sign down there. I don't know if we can see that on the screen, but there's Payne. Paisley might have gotten a piece of it.
I think she did.
And now Jensen just tried to hand it to Kayla.
Unfortunately.
And there's the sign. Go Jensen, number 11. Who's that young man?
Her first.
Tell you, the juniors already got fans out there. Bringing signs. What's going on?
Should have fans with a shot like that. She's coming on strong for that.
Just a lot of
here tonight.
Cold-blooded three-point snipers for Glacier Peak. 50-21.
Every player on the floor out there is a three-point shooter right now.
Fatkin driving on Marrero. Back out Josephitis. 10 on the shot clock. Driving Jensen. But that's what's so good. They're moving without the ball, Ron. We talked about that over the years. Not so much what you do with the ball. What are you cutting? What kind of lanes are you driving without the ball to give your teammates a good look?
And that was a perfect opportunity to do that, and they did it well. Get that ball inside, put Jensen on the line.
Brunner there, third foul. Jensen goes to the line, misses the first.
A little bit hard off the back rim there, Nicole.
We can't get the 5-tool player thrown out of the game. A patron trying to throw Todd out of the game.
No.
He's trying to throw me out of the booth at baseball.
No,
yeah, well.
That wasn't me, by the way.
That would be, unless he knows how to run everything, that would be a problem. Paisley with another bound. Fatkin over top, jump step. Oh, the old Euro step comes into play.
Was that a sweet move or not?
She has got quite a repertoire around the bucket. Payne goes up. Here comes Kayla. She wants some coast-to-coast action.
Playing a little point guard out there. There it is.
What a dish and the dunk from down under there. That's as close as you get there, right off the glass.
Another big assist for Samantha there.
Just makes it look easy. Oh, another 3 there for Upstrup.
She's got two of those now. Give her some more shots.
6 points, 2 3 balls, and here comes some wholesale changes. McFadden and Guerra come in for Jensen and Josephitis for Glacier Peak. Morris will take a seat, along with Sarah Payne. Byrne comes in.
Sarah Payne's not scoring so good tonight.
She's not, and they're just leading scorers. So that's tough. Inside, Kayla creates some real estate. That's 2 rebounds, 3 rebounds.
And a foul. Going to the line. You just can't beat the height underneath the basket.
Absolute beast down under.
Marrero, her first, team's 5th.
Team's 5th. Marrero gets tagged for that one, her first.
Easy roll.
Watkins gets that. Just quietly with 12 points, one of the leading scorers. As these two coming in at the top of the division, she hits that again with 13 now. That one not there, but grabbed by Huguenin, and that's a nice little mid-range jumper and a timeout by Brian Norman. And we'll step aside. We'll be back with more right after this.
When you shop at Ace Hardware in Lake Stevens, you not only find what you need, we make sure you get the help you need too. Hi, this is Gray Eaglestead, and I own Lake Stevens Ace Hardware with my wife Christine.
We'll greet you at the door and answer any questions you have about what you need. We're all about serving our customers and our community.
We support local high school sports and many other Lake Stevens organizations and events throughout the year.
So the next time you need something for that job around the house and a little friendly advice, come see us.
Ace Hardware in Lake Stevens, we are the helpful hardware folks.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware folks.
Back here, Scott Ohsman, Ron the Wedge Henthorn with you live from Glacier Peak High School in Snohomish. Chilly night outside. Hope everyone's driving around safe. Steve Willits. Now, dang it, Steve Willits. He's here on Thursday night, Prep Weekly on KRKO. He's got Prep Chatter, the great podcast. And he's feeling a little under the weather. He wasn't sure what he was doing, and he, sure enough, this is how dedicated he is, Ron. He goes to the Kings Archbishop Murphy game. They're tied 7 minutes left. Kayla, easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Another assist from Samantha.
Back the other way, errant off the mark, and here comes GP one more time. 58-26, 2:44 left in the third. Paisley
feels it.
3-point basket by number 3, Paisley Johnson.
Paisley's third 3 of the night. Adds to her 12. We got 15 points, I think.
Marrero. Boom.
Marrero gets another 3.
61-29, and now Kamiak with a little pressure. They break it up to Paisley. Paisley fakes the pass, goes up the left, gets the rebound there for Watkins off the front rim. And is that off? It is. Oh my, off Jamie Burns' foot. That's just the kind of night for the Kamiak Knights.
It's not working out for them tonight. But to their credit, they're playing strong. They're just playing against a very physical and fast team against the Grizzlies here tonight. The Grizzlies haven't let up at all.
Not a lot of time for them. They're going to take on Lake Stevens. We said on Monday, Paisley right underneath the Watkins. There's just no stopping her.
Paisley Johnson, basket by number 12, Kayla.
17, right at her average for Kayla Watkins. Hunter Byrne with the ball on the far side over to her sister. Defense, but they're going to call her for the foul.
That's Paisley Johnson, I think so.
Number 3, Paisley Johnson.
It's her second foul, team's second tonight.
2 for Kamiak. Number 24.
Called a shooting foul. That's Jamie Byrne. And that's her second basket tonight on her second free throw.
Stephanie Mayer.
Sarah coming in averaging 12.2 points per game. Katie Hugening 11.8 a game, and Katie's she's close to that. She's got 12 as Jamie hits that one. She's 3 points tonight, but they need more as they go through Wesco 4A, Ron, from their leading scorers.
They need that consistency of scoring for sure. Now that's a travel on
Kayla Watkins, though, she takes it right to the rack. The power move. 19 for the senior. Headed to Weber State, another Wildcat.
She's over her average. She averages 17 points a game, so she's going to plus her average a little bit after tonight even.
Through the first 5 or 6 games, I think she was 23 plus averaging. 25 she had a game.
Yeah, she did.
Byrne trying to back down Paisley. Nice pass over to Marrero. 1:05 left in the third. Deep shot. Marrero comes up with it out. 3 ball from Meyer just in. McFadden with the rebound. Fatkin. Gara,
I thought was going to take that.
Thought she was going to pull the trigger, didn't you? Fatkins 1-on-2. Draws the foul. Heads to the line.
Forced that a little bit, I think, right there.
Fouls on number 24. Jamie Guerin.
Dave Kruger cheating off our scoring sheets, just for the record.
Checking to see who knows. That's okay.
Not the first time. He's welcome. Sam.
Is he giving us a score for the boys yet?
He's trying to
find a score for the boys. Call Willits. Willits knows everything in his head. He's got DirecTV in his head. Fatkin.
One more for the same.
I know that's one thing she wanted to focus on this year. She wants to make sure at the end of the ball games, down even when they're tight, she can hit the free throws. There's a deep 3 off the side of the rim. Gara with the rebound. And Mount Vernon, you were here for Mount Vernon as well. I was traveling, but as Paisley again strikes from outside. Not rogue 1, rogue 2, and rogue 3 for the Grizzlies tonight. My goodness, 70-31.
And a turnover.
Oh my! But I tell you what, it's a great time, even with Mount Vernon in several games. Incredible experience for these younger players to get this much time in varsity ball.
It definitely is. Yep. And Kamiak's going to do nothing but better from this because they're going to be up against what they're going to be.
And there's a rough and tumble there. Like you said, it just made me think about last year. Sammy gets hurt late in the season.
Yeah.
Watkins has a bum ankle that affected her through the playoffs. You and I were there. I think
that's right.
Her second. Team 7th.
At the playoff loss, they lost to Sam Fatkins. Foul there is on Jamie Byrne. 5-tool players telling me something.
Sammy Grouse missed the first one there.
1.3 seconds left to go in the third. But I know Sam was really bummed out last year and super motivated and excited for this year because they wanted to go at it full bore, full health. What's the rebound? Can't get it to go there, but Kayla Watkins, what a huge third quarter for Kayla. 19 points and leading the Grizzlies, big 70-31. Back with the end of this one as you see the 3 ball from PJ. Fourth quarter, right now, 70-31, the lead for Glacier Peak. And boy, the accounting firm of Johnson, Fatkin, and Watkins, Ron Henthorne, in full tax season tonight.
And they're still all in the game here with that big lead.
Another dish assist. And does she get the assist, Sam, on the double clutch?
No, she gets the assist from herself. She gets a rebound and a shot, but yeah.
Something's on. They are feeding the ball to Watkins.
When does the running clock start? Is it 40 points?
I believe 72-31, 7:17 left in this ball game. But just another fun Friday night, and now it's running clock.
Well, it shouldn't be running. I guess it is running, yeah.
Obstrup with the foul, her third tonight. 8th.
I thought it was supposed to run, and it is running.
Paisley Johnson, what happened there? She takes a seat and gets Grambo out. Sam takes a seat.
Yep.
Haley Grambo out, the 5'8" sophomore, getting some time. Great to see these kids out.
Grambo not afraid to shoot the three-pointer either.
And a great pass, and look, right inside the paint there for McFadden.
Way to go, Maya. You got another 2 points for me tonight.
4 points for her. There's a deep three front rim, no good by Alexander, and here comes Josephitis. Down to Grambo. Deep from Guerra. That one not there. Good rebound and boxing out by Meyer, and here comes Marrero for the Knights.
Ooh.
Good fought, but
turned that
not there.
Yeah, with that running clock, we're going to pretty much get in this game in about 6 minutes from now. So if you didn't go out and get a beer yet, you don't want to leave now. You're going to miss the end of the game.
Glacier Peak deep for Jensen, can't get it. Rebound there, McFadden. That Marrero is still fighting. That's what I like about Kamiak. They are still going hard out there. 74-31 Glacier Peak. They opened the season 76 in the loss to Stanwood, who beat them 81-76. Then you look at the win over Cascade, 73. They beat Lake Stevens by 20, and they put up 80. And most recently, also against Rogers in Puyallup, they put up 80.
Well, Rogers and Puyallup went down to San Diego to play them, which is kind of a fun trip to do. Why play in Puyallup when you can play in San Diego, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Broner there with a good rebound. Here's Kamiak coming. 5:15 left to go. Grambo hustling for a rebound.
You got to focus your glasses, because Grambo kind of has the headband like Paisley Johnson does out there, and it's like she kind of has a little bit of a look like that as well.
Yeah, and Watkins had the headband down. I mean, we can't have these kids all wearing the same thing.
We've got to get different colors on them.
Stay tuned for our Lake Stevens Ace Hardware player of the game. Josephitis up with that ball. Marrero with the rebound. 74-31, 4:40 left to go here from Glacier Peak, and we're going to have 5 new kids in here shortly for Glacier Peak at the scoring table.
4 for Glacier Peak, 1 for Kamiak, I think.
Marrero out front, 10 on the shot clock. Marrero, dribble, drive, the dish. Obstrups hit 3. She gets collapsed, double dribble there, or a foul.
Did both. What do you want, the foul or double dribble? I'll take the foul.
Door number 1. They're going to get a Jensen for her first, or second.
Into the game for Kamiak.
Bob Blair on it, the PA announcer here, and here comes
number 22.
Here comes the future.
All kinds of kids.
The future.
There you go.
Along with a couple of seniors here.
We like to say, check your rosters, ladies and gentlemen. There's Guffey in the ball game. There's Kelsey Thomas.
And Mackenzie Williams out there is one of the senior for the team here.
Grambo is going to get caught for the foul, trying to get in between that pass. Clock keeps on running here. They'll get out of bounds. Obstrup goes down deep. She's double teamed. Guffey comes in to help out. Number 21 for the Glacier Peak Grizzlies.
Her first, team's 5th. Going to the line to shoot 2 for Kamiak. Number 10, Tisha Obstrup.
Obstrup with 6 points tonight, heads to the line. 2 3 balls. This one spins out.
She's too close.
She is. She doesn't know what to do.
She'll back up to the back of the circle there and shoot.
So what do you think for player of the game? Kayla Watkins with 21, or you want to look not only just points?
Well, we got to look at everything. Kayla's got
that
21. You got Samantha with what, 15?
I have her for 16, but I could be off.
Paisley with 18.
Hadley back over. Mackenzie Wilms in number 10. They lose it. Here come Kamiak Knights. Marrero, or no, that's Obstrup. Back out. Meyer. Nothing doing. Guffey with the rebound. Quickly out to Grambo. Grambo deep.
Mackenzie can't make it. Had a shot at that layup.
Wilms back out now. Wilms going to take a 3-ball corner pocket. Kelsey with the rebound and up and in for Kelsey Thomas.
The bench goes crazy as Kelsey scores.
Fan and family favorite, Kelsey Thomas. God, known her, good soccer player. Known her for a long time. Great family, great kid. Gambo with the ball now with 2:12 left in this one. So who are you thinking here for POG?
Oh, it's always a Paisley, Samantha, Kayla choice here most of the time. It's really hard to make a choice, you know.
Should we go out to the? Should we ask David Kruger? Thomas with another rebound. She goes up and gets called. Grabs her, causes the foul, I should say, and she will go to the strike with 1:50 left.
Teams 10. Number 30, Kelsey Thomas.
And Thomas.
Number 2.
3 points.
Well, Kruger thinks that Kayla's had a great quarter out there because she's got like 25 points and, I don't know, 10 rebounds or something like that.
25. Did I miss a few? Kelsey Thomas, great job by that senior. Coming in 4 points, couple rebounds, putbacks. She goes to the line. That's awesome. The 5'11 senior. She's been 5'11 since she was in 4th grade, I think. Gambo, steal. Wilms can't get the layup. And she wants it. 1:29 left. So Watkins. Oh, we need more Watkins.
Well,
K-Dub.
Got to give it to her for the rebounds and the points. I guess it's the score that she got.
Deep 3. Broner with the rebound. Nice turnaround. Squares it up. Broner, first bucket tonight. And Haley Grambo, the future point guard. Guffey.
Rebounded. Got her own rebound. How about that?
Back out. Just under a minute left to go. I am going to... And Kelsey Thomas might be the player of the game with 6 on a fury.
Did you see that shot?
7 points for Kelsey.
14, Carolyn Bruner, her 5th.
That was a nice little turnaround shot. You're going to work your way down that way?
I am. I'm going to sign off. If you guys change your minds, let me know. 78-33.
All right. We'll carry it from here. All you need is a mic and a shirt. Kelsey at the line here. See if she can convert that to a three-pointer. Well, it's looking good. Kelsey does. Big game for Kelsey. 7 points tonight, probably her highest score of the season so far. Should give that young lady a lot of confidence. 30 seconds to go. The clock's kind of running. It should stop, and it did. Got a foul down there.
Number 1, Haley Grambo, her 2nd.
That foul's on Haley Grambo. Haley's got a couple of fouls in there.
For Kamiak. Number 4.
Stop the clock there as Alexi Morris goes to the line, drops that first one in there for 1 point for her first score of the night. Got one more to go. They bring the score up to 34-35 as Alexi hits 2 of them. Inbounds to Kenzie. Haley Gramble bringing the ball up for the Grizzlies here as the clock is running down. Shot from the side over there is Michaela. Ball's on the floor, covered by Kamiak, and the clock's going to run 15 seconds down the court. And they actually almost turned it over, but threw it out of bounds, and it's going to end right there. Yeah. Rebound, Haley Grambo, and that puts the end of this running clock game here. 81-35 is the final. We'll have Scott Ohsman down there on the court in just a few minutes with the player of the game, Kayla Watkins. We'll take a quick break here for right now until we get in there.
When you shop at Ace Hardware in Lake Stevens, you not only find what you need, we make sure you get the help you need too. Hi, this is Gray Eaglestead, and I own Lake Stevens Ace Hardware with my wife Christine.
We'll greet you at the door and answer any questions you have about what you need. We're all about serving our customers and our community.
We support local high school sports and many other Lake Stevens organizations and events throughout the year.
So the next time you need something for that job around the house and a little friendly advice, come see us.
Ace Hardware in Lake Stevens, we are the helpful hardware folks.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware folks.
Our Lake Stevens Ace Hardware player of the game. Oh, sorry, coaches, the Bryants. So we have Kayla Watkins here, player of the game, but I want to give Kelsey Thomas, who I've known for a long time. Did she not bring it there? She dropped 7 points in a matter of a few seconds. So Kelsey Thomas, Kayla, you guys are the player of the game. First, I'll start with you, Big K-Dub. What happened at halftime? They said feed the beast down there. Were you had an appetite?
Yeah, I mean, I was just thankful for my teammates to give it inside of me and just, be able to finish. And if I'm not finishing, get the rebound, put it back up.
I mean, do you even have to look at this point? I mean, let me ask Kelsey here at practice. Do these guys just throw the rock around and they don't even have to know that they're around? I mean, what is going on?
We all work really well together and pass the ball, but our top string does really well at working, and they are really hard on us on the second string and the JV.
Hey, Kelsey, now we all know what havoc that she causes to opponents. What's she like guarding every night and every day in practice for years?
Yeah, Kayla and I have always been competing for the post spot, and so I think guarding her every day makes me a lot better as a post.
She did a great job. It's fun to see, isn't it? Because it's hard. You're sitting on the bench, you're cold, you come in. She got some great rebounds just like you did. And you guys got to be feeling good coming out of that San Diego trip. You're back into action here. What do you see for the future here? Now it's Monroe.
We're all playing as a team now, and it's halfway through the season, and we're not at our best yet, and so we just have a lot of potential to grow.
All right, well, you got to hold the shirt up, and I know you might have one of these already, so maybe Kelsey Thomas over here. You're our Lake Stevens Ace Hardware player of the game.
Well done.
And hey, congratulations. Great job in there. That'll do it for me. We'll back up to Ron. A big win. And these kids are excited for Glacier Peak. Next up, Monroe on STSPN. Back up to you, Ronnie.
All right, thank you, Scotty. Did a good job down there. We'll take a quick break, and you come on back up here, and we'll do a little wrap-up on the score when you get back. So.
Spring and summer, GNS Heating, Cooling, and Electric can add AC to most existing furnaces, and typically with a one-day install. From repairing electric or HVAC problems to installations, GNS Heating, Cooling, and Electric is your Snohomish and North King County premier Lennox dealer. Contact GNS now for a free estimate and mention this ad to receive up to $1,700 in cash rebates when you purchase a Lennox air conditioning system. So why wait? 425-341-0759 or visit gsheating.com. Want the best? Call GNS.
Let's go back on to this score wrap-up here, bud.
Oh, back up. We've got the final digits here, Ronnie.
Yeah. got the score, whole breakdown of who did what, when, and where. All the 3 points, who scored what, and who scored everywhere. But nice interview down there with the girls.
I had to call an audible. Kelsey Thomas, you're riding the pine all day, every game, and she battles every night in practice, and these kids play summer ball, and to come in, you got a big lead, and she's out there competing. She got some great rebounds and put them back up 7 points. I just had to get Kelsey Thomas up there.
Not only just the 7 points, she's 2 for 2, 100% from the floor, so hey, why not?
Read them off. Sam Batkins with another just huge night. What a giver. I mean, Christmas every day for Sam Batkin and her teammates. 10 assists tonight, Ron.
Tonight alone, yeah, that's great. So, and 14 points on that, top of that. So, a great job for her. Paisley finished with 10 points out there tonight. And I thought Kayla did 25. We had 3 from Nicole out there on the court. Maya McFadden with 4 points tonight. Had a nice little strong game tonight. She's coming on really strong. Going to help these kids out a lot as they work their way downstream into the finals here.
Josephitis, maybe not a lot of scoring tonight, 5, but she's steady. She doesn't make a lot of mistakes. She got great experience last year that's just going to pay off coming through. So all the kids, Sayad get some good minutes, like you talked about McFadden, and then Guerra. I mean, holy mackerel, 5 tonight. But you gotta respect her from outside the arc, Ron.
Just leave her alone. She's going to shoot that 3 ball all night long, and that's what she's kind of done. She's worked her way up through this ranks into this level right now. So.
Well, they beat their season high, 81 points tonight for the Glacier Peak Grizzlies, if that's correct.
I think that's pretty close to correct, yeah.
As the band plays on this victory, anything else stick out at you here, Ronnie?
That's probably the biggest things on the box score we got tonight, Scott. Thanks to Mr. Johnson for bringing this up to us.
Greg Johnson.
So yeah, we're good. We're good to go. It's been a great game. Been a lot of fun to be here. And what county are we in? We're in like Snohomish.
Snohomish County, baby, right next
Glacier Peak High School. All of you fans that are out in the rest of the world out there wonder where we are.
Everybody say a lot of winter storms coming through here as Glacier Peak. And Kamiak, they'll be fine. I know Sarah Payne didn't have her best night tonight, and Byrne didn't, hit all. Jamie Byrne wasn't feeling it tonight as well, but they'll be okay, and I have a feeling they'll be in the mix here towards the end for the Kamiak Knights and Brian Norman.
They should probably run the rest of the table for the Wesco 4A, I think. This is their toughest match right here. So.
All right, well, that will do it for us. For Todd Elvig, the 5-tool player, I also want to thank our special guest, David Kruger, tonight. The wedge, Ron Henthorn. Always a pleasure. Scott Ohsman saying so long, and just keep your eyes on your phone, your computer. Doesn't matter. STSPN.com. All basketball, Wesco sports, wrestling, you name it. Speedway Chevrolet presenting high school athletics on STSPN. Good night, everybody.
We're here for you. Good night, Scott.